Hey guys, this is the wrestling guy Mike Smith, and you guys are watching All in Wrestling, the premier wrestling show that talks about SmackDown, NXT, Raw, 205 Live, Impact Wrestling, New Japan Wrestling, and CZW. Okay, what I'm going to talk about tonight, guys, is the Raw that I saw yesterday. So, the first thing I'm going to talk about, and I'm taking a little bit from Going and Raw, what their review was about Raw. Mine's a little bit different here. This is going to be like a one-part thing. I think Finn Balor getting the Universal title right now is not gonna happen because Seth is he's in the title picture right now for Elimination Chamber right now. See, and here's the thing: I love that Raw is trying to get the tag team for the women's division up and started. But here's the thing: I think it's a must. I really think it's gonna be. I mean, in lack of a better word, it's gonna be a clusterfuck. I really do. I think it's gonna be such a bad idea because there's not enough women to get a tag team started on their division. There's just not enough. See, it would work if it was on SmackDown because there's everyone and there's gonna be more coming in. And here's the thing that gets me mad: they're trying to get this thing started, and I don't see it. Like I don't see it happening. The reason why is because I think it's I think it's idiotic. I think it's stupid. I think it can't be done. I don't know. I think it's maddening. I think them trying to do something, them trying to make us want to do something, it doesn't work. I think it's wrong. I think it's nuts. I think it's bizarre. I think it's crazy. I think I don't know. I think it can't be done. It can't. It can't be done. It can't be made. It can't be done. I just feel like it's a waste. I feel like okay. Here's what I feel like, right? And this is what I mean with Raw last night. Like I like the idea that Braun, you know, Baron Corbin and Drew McIntyre slammed him through a brick, tried to slam him on steps. But here's my thing: the greatest thing that I thought of the match was Elias fighting Jeff Jarrett was stupid. I felt like, what is he doing there? He had no place. He's a Hall of Famer. What does he need to be there? Is it that does Elias feel jealous of Jeff Jarrett because he's won more, had more success? I'm like, and this is what smashes it here. This is what causes a lot of pain for the Raw because I feel like they're just sitting there wasting. And I hear the Ambrose room is fake. Thank you, Wrestle Talk. Thank you. Thank you for being a bunch of dick guys. Thanks. And here's the thing, I hate I hate the fact that we're trying to do this tonight, and I get the gist, and I get the idea, and I get the reasoning, and I get this idea that, hey, we're gonna make money, hey, we're gonna jump this through, we're gonna do it. Perfect. I get that. That's great. It's a perfect idea. It's not madness, it's not crazy, it's not nuts. I get it. Cool idea, right? But here's the thing I don't like, and this is what I didn't like with going in Raw. Like with the idea, what they think that Finn's gonna be pushed. No, Finn is not gonna get pushed to get that Universal title because Brock's not gonna allow that. Seth is going to allow it at some point. They're crossroads. Everybody's trying to cross at Elimination Chamber. It's not gonna happen. Like I said, a month ago when the Royal Rumble was happening, and I said to you guys, this is going to be a paradigm shift. It's going to swip. It's going to change everything. It's going to change the course of the WWE. It can't be changed. Because if Finn getting the Universal title, right, at Elimination Chamber, where does that go? Where does that lead? What does it lead? It's so many variables. There's no idea. Where is it going to lead? There is no idea. It can't be done. Where does it lead? See, this is the idea. Where does it lead? Where does it go? Where does it lead? Where does it think? Where does it go? See, this is what Raw has to think about. They can't stop making guys get titles. And this is the thing I didn't like. Okay, the moment of bliss thing was with EC3 fighting wrestling Dean Ambrose on his debut. Okay, that's kind of cool. I get that. But where does he fit to the picture? Because they're not going to give him a title shot. Where does he fit? Where does he fit in the picture? He's a mid-card guy. Where the heck is he going to fit? Where does he fit in the picture? That's what I mean, guys. Like, and I actually watched it from start to finish. There is no idea. Raw has, and I'm not going to say this, and this is something I've been thinking about this hard. This is why I'm glad I didn't do this yesterday. I feel like the women's tag team division is a waste of time and a waste of money and a waste of effort because there's not enough women on the brand, on the red brand, to make that thing official. Unless Alexa Bliss wants to wrestle again and go through it again, there's no point for her. This is a waste of time. Who is gonna? Then it's gonna be Bayley, Nia, and Tamina, and maybe, and I mean maybe, and I use this term very loosely, maybe the Riot Squad. Because they're already a faction. Maybe them. Maybe. And some people from the Raw, maybe some people from the SmackDown Women's Division. Maybe. But I just don't see it happening. Why didn't they do that for Money in the Bank? Because we never get that. We never get a tag team division based ladder system. No. We don't. See, and this is the point why I see where it's going to lead right now, and I see where it's going to go, because Raw is sitting here playing this game of guess who. I can see where it's going to go. It's going to be a waste of time. Waste of money. Waste of effort. And I mean this very seriously. It's a waste of time. Waste of effort. There's not enough money to make. Not a one. And I'm telling you, if things were different, it'd be done. If things were different, yeah, maybe in that time frame it'll work. But like I said, there is no idea. Like Raw last night just felt like it felt like a new episode, but it felt like, okay, we're gonna fill this in with a bunch of crap. We're gonna dump it in here. It's like having a bologna sandwich and knowing that the bologna's been sitting there for 2 or 3 weeks. Raw was boring and tasteless. It was dry. The segments were dry. The wrestling was dry. It was crap. Utter crap. It was dry. And I'm telling you, I've seen better matches on Raw when they have a going home show for the pay-per-view they're serving. I'm like, you know what? Since we're only 2 weeks away from Elimination Chamber, I can see why Raw's a little lackluster. I could see that. And then here's the other thing that kind of ticked me off. Okay, Becky, you're gonna punch the crap out of Stephanie McMahon, the same person who wanted you to go on the red brand in the first place to give you a title shot against Ronda. So we're just gonna sit here and play this dumb game and irritate Ronda so she can kick the crap out of you and wait to do it at WrestleMania and rip your arm off. So she just punches the crap out of her and gets her restrained and she gets a fine for hitting. No. See, this is what I mean. I get the point. I get it's PR. I get it's good press, bad press. She's trying to be controversial. I get it. Okay? The Revival trying to get a tag team match with Rhodes Gable. I get that. I understand it. But it's the same crap that they've been putting on the last month. Because the Revival always feel like they're getting cheated, and I get that to a point. But where does it end? There's no ideas with them. There's no brains. It's like talking to a robot, knowing that the robot's not going to do so well. It's a fake. They don't know what the heck they're doing. That's the thing that pisses me off. Like, why would you do that? Why? Why would you sit here and jeopardize your title shot? Because you are so angry with Ronda Rousey. That's what I don't understand, right? So now, 2 weeks in, Elimination Chamber comes in. Ronda's going to probably destroy Banks and probably get the idea because she did. She broke her arm. Doesn't even know she did it and she broke it. So here's the funny thing. Everybody's playing a game with each other. So now we get Leo Rush because he's actually fighting. Like I said, people don't know what they want in life. It's like I said, they have systematically have messed up everything. This is the point I mean. This is what I mean. It's like them going somewhere and they're not going anywhere. They are not putting the effort in. They are not going anywhere. They are not doing what they're supposed to do with Raw. It's the same people. It's so boring. It sickens me. It bores me. It bores me. It's not supposed to bore me. And I've been a wrestling fan for so many years. It's not supposed to bore me. I'm not supposed to see 205 Live. I'm not supposed to see guys, the same people having the same ride with the same stories. I'm not supposed to see that. That's my point. Guys, Raw yesterday was just it was nay. Nobody really watched it. It was like basically, why are we watching the segments? The segments were boring. So it's Dean Ambrose is aimlessly having a storyline, but he doesn't really have a storyline. Because the guy's an idiot for like, dude, if you would have signed the contract, maybe you would have had an intercontinental title by now. Or maybe you would have a universal title right in your pocket. But you don't even have that. Because now we got you wandering around like a bloody idiot, like everybody, all of London and all of America trying to go after you. Now we have you somewhere, dude. You're a mid carder, and we have you somewhere aimlessly not doing the crap you're supposed to do. You lose against the new guy because you think you're doing better, and you don't. Because the thing is, you take this heel route, thinking it's gonna give you the championship, thinking it's gonna get you on the right path, thinking it's gonna get you to the Shield, to Seth Rollins, which it's not. Because you only did it because of Roman, and you only did it because you thought you were gonna get a title shot. Nobody does the heel route and gets a title. Oh, wait a minute. Unless you're in NXT with Johnny Gargano, Tommaso Ciampa. They took their opportunity and made it their own. You've been doing the same routine ever since you turned heel. And I'm sorry, guys. I love Dean Ambrose. I love him as a wrestler. I like the guy. But if you're seeing what I'm seeing, and I mean this, where are they going with him? They don't even know where to put the guy, and they can't give him a title shot because it doesn't make any sense to put him in a universal title shot in the first place. There's not enough titles to spread around the brand. Like I always say, why are we not changing hands? Why is that title not changing hands? Why? Simple reason. Every top guy, Finn, Seth, everyone, Seth, AJ, all these dudes that come in here that are top guys are on that title route. And now because SmackDown's actually doing the right thing and putting 4 men in the title spot rather than 1. And that's the thing. Raw's not even doing it. That's why they lose every second of every day. Of every ratings that they come on. What if the New Day are not on Raw? If the New Day were on Raw, they'd be losing the freaking World's Gable and the Revival right now. But that's not happening. Then, we don't get the AOP because we don't know what happened to them. Right? We don't get them. We don't get AOP, right? And here's the thing I'm thinking about, right? And I'm gonna take a minute to calm down and think about this real quick, right? So, now that we have 205 on Tuesdays, right? With SmackDown. So, not only that Triple H lost the revenue to make more money with the brand, lost it, right? Lost it, right? So, Shane took it, made more money, and then Kurt comes back. He's general manager again. I get that shtick for the men, and Stephanie general manager for women, leaves Alexa Bliss, gets fired, go through it again. Perfect example, right? See, this is where the end of the world kind of hits me, right? And this is where I kind of think of WCW at the point where they were just making titles, but they actually were dropping them every week, and they were dropping them on their shows on Nitro. See, this is what I think Raw is trying not to do. They have Dean Ambrose running around like an idiot. That's one. He only comes out to make a dumb promo or a lackluster promo talking about Seth Rollins and talking about I'm going to be Universal Champion. Okay, we get it, guy. You want to be Universal Champion. We get the idea. We get it. We know. We're not idiots. We get that part, right? We get it. See, and I learned something from the Grand Tour, and I learned something from every show I've watched. There has to be a sense of execution. There has to be a sense of elegantness and execution. And there's not. There's not a one. There's not even a thing. See, even if I watch SmackDown tonight, do a thing tomorrow and talk about it, I feel is that Raw is dying. Again. Because the fact that everything that Punk was right. CM Punk was right. He was right. Because they're not dropping these titles. And the thing is, when they had a WWE champion, a decent WWE champion, I think, in my eyes, John Cena, CM Punk, Triple H, Shawn Michaels, and even Edge. And I think about these great guys who were in the Ruthless Aggression era, making championships, being a bad guy. And that's what I thought. And here's the thing. They don't even unify the belts. So, and this is my thing, right? So if Asuka actually beats Becky for Raw and SmackDown, meaning if she does beat the title, why are they not trying to unify that woman's title? And this is the thing I'm talking about. You have a bunch of people, mainly great talent, right? Pay them $100 million a year, $3.1 million a year, and you get them to trade. See, the draft is coming, and this is what I mean. Vince should have came back and said, "Listen, I'm just gonna shake things up again to make things seem balanced and make things seem fair." And actually, it's not really fair because it's like going to Burger King and ordering a quarter pounder, knowing it only has the Whopper or Whopper Jr. See, and this is where I kind of get pissed. And I'm sorry, guys. Like I said, I'm not trying to be biased. I'm not making this a rant video. I'm making good points. They're not doing what we want them to do. They're not. They're not doing it. They're not even giving one guy. See, one guy gets a chance. Perfect example. EC3. The guy goes to NXT. He's a mid-carder. They call him up because he's good. They call him. We get him. We get him on this. We're getting Trevor Lee. We're getting these other dudes signing a contract. Boom. Done. But on the other side of the moon, or the other side of the cookie, or the spectrum, how are the independent scene doing better than we are? Better than WWE's doing? See, this is the point I kind of got sick of doing, right? They don't know where to go with it. That's the point. They went from we went from Rock era, we went from Attitude era to Ruthless Aggression in a heartbeat. And even when the Ruthless Aggression was still first going out, the titles were getting dropped. The titles were actually going Raw. The Intercontinental was contested on Raw 5 or 6 times a week and 5 or 6 times a night. And then, also on Velocity, when they were bringing new guys on Velocity, like Brian Kendrick, Daniel Bryan, dudes that we didn't even know till now, they were giving it to them. And even when Triple H was making Evolution, and this is what I'm using a reference for, guys. This is a perfect reference. Why are we having Brock Lesnar as the top guy? Why are we not getting a Universal title shot right now? Why are we not having that match on Raw like we should be having every 5, 6, 7, 8 times a week? Because that's what brings the ratings in. Do you guys even do they even understand that title's not dropped since Goldberg had it? And that was 2 years ago. It doesn't drop the title. The title has not dropped since Brock has the title. And here's the thing: every year that, like, when we think we're gonna get a new Universal Champion, it automatically becomes an idealistic idea. But having a new champion, what really doesn't really change the thing. It's actually a cost of. That's what it is. It's a cost of. And this is what I mean. Every time we get somebody and we think we're changing, it's like buying a Ford GT, knowing the Ford GT is a racing car and has four different great idea, but then we're also buying a Mustang, which we don't need a Mustang in America. See, it was like my mother trying to cook snails and we don't eat snails. See, and I don't mean to use my mom in the YouTube videos. I love her. But like I said, this is just an analogy. This is what I mean. This is what I mean, guys. We have systematically, and like I said, I saw everything. And what and what my final verdict of this show, and I'm gonna give this Raw thing, I'm gonna give it a D. You know why? D for dreadful, because I'm so tired. I'm so tired of NXT call-ups going to shit. I'm tired of EC3 getting the crap end of the stick every time he goes on a main roster or goes anywhere. They're not giving him a title. Then, Triple H is, he's sitting in his chair doing the promo and, doing the bit, saying, hey guys, I think we're going to give you everything. It's not going to be handed to you. You got to earn it. When are they going to stop earning the crap, man? The brass ring isn't there. The freaking Revival haven't even won one title and they haven't been Raw Tag Team Champions not even once last year or the 2 years they've been in. And they got called up right after the next takeover got called up. Once they lost their titles and got called up by Triple H and said, you know what, here's what we're going to do. No. The Miz comes on, Mr. McMahon, Shane McMahon, do great, does his first run. As the Wizard of Oz, does it again, wins again, becomes WWE Champion, Intercontinental Champion, Tag Champion, makes his own ideas, makes his thing, makes it a team with Big Show called Show Miz, do that thing. Then, magically, Chris Jericho comes back. Makes Miz fight him for Battle of Egos, right? Technically, through all that time, they haven't learned a single thing. And and this is the funny thing, how do you lose, right? How do you lose Samoa Joe? How do you lose him? Oh, bring him to SmackDown, make him a championship, make him a champion, make him a fighting god. Perfect, right? Raw has not learned a thing. And you know what? And I bet you, these NXT call-ups, they're going to get like Velveteen Dream. That dude's going to go on Raw. That dude's going to be misused. He's not going to be on SmackDown. He's going to be on SmackDown. They're going to give him a title. They're going to make him a fucking star. And that's what they should be doing with him. And they're not even doing the fraction of what they think they're going to do. This is why he's on NXT, because he blows people's minds, WWE. This is the thing. I'm saying this, guys, and I'm sitting here, like I said, I'm not making this a rant video. I'm sitting here, I'm showing you everything from beginning to end. This is why this is a one-part video. It might be a 45-minute video, but you guys are going to watch it from beginning to end, guys. I'm telling you. All my references are sound because I watched this stuff. I've been watching wrestling since I was 10. I know what's going on. And I've seen errors and I've seen champions come and go. And eras change. And this is what we get. We have not gotten a thing done for people to believe we're actually making one idea. And we haven't learned a thing. That's the point. When is it going to change? When are we going to get guys like Baron Corbin another title? No. Here's the funny thing. That Universal title they want to give everybody and they want to make a new champion, don't put it on Brock Lesnar. And I'll tell you why. Tell you why he shouldn't be deserving champion. The guy doesn't even show up when he needs to. The guy gets paid more. The guy is he's a one-trick pony. And that 5 here, everybody does 1, 2, 3, he wins. Not a challenge for him. And that's the thing, he can't beat. He needs a gun. That's why Seth is the guy that we think can break the streak. What if he does win the Universal title? What are they going to do? Oh, wait, let's do this again. Wash, rinse, repeat. Here's the joke, God. They're all sitting there trying to believe that the guy's actually going to give one crap of an iota. I don't think so. I don't think so, Jack. It's not going to happen. It's not going to happen. I'll tell you why. Case in point. And this is the thing they never think about. Case in point. They are sitting here playing games with everything. This is what I mean. This is where it goes. This is where the idea goes. Here. I'll show you. 1, 2, 3. Done. They have no idea what they want. No idea what they want to give me. And I'm telling you. I'm telling you, guys. I've seen so much. And this is the point. That guy has no idea. They're not dropping the title. The Universal title is officially done. Because the idea, he is going to keep defending that title and keep winning for some idea. For some idea that Vince is making us chase this imaginary brass ring in the air. Because all his champions, all these top guys that he brand, don't get an idea. Drew McIntyre, oh wait, one guy from Wrestle Talk thought he was going to be Universal Champion. Nope. One guy from another, Wrestling Observer, Dave Meltzer, and Dave Meltzer's mad because, the attendance is very low for Raw. It's never usually like this. You want to know why, Dave? You want to know why, Mr. Meltzer? I'll tell you why. It's because we have lackluster promos and lackluster wrestlers trying to do something better. That's why we get lackluster promos from guys. Because Dean is running around. Dean Ambrose has no place. Just like John Cena coming back again and again and again like a horse. He just comes back. But he'll never retire. The guy should have been in the Hall of Fame. He's broken the record of Ric Flair. What else do you need, John? What else do you need to complete? Oh, I need to be Universal Champion to leave my legacy. And it doesn't happen that way. There is not enough people in Raw, in everything. There's not enough people on that brand to give a single title to. Not one. Kevin Owens is never coming back. Sami Zayn are going to come back the year right when WrestleMania, they will be healed. They will come back. Everything is going to be relative, but they are not going to have a place. That is the point. There is nothing they can have. This is why Raw doesn't make enough money, because they're not bringing the champions that we think. We had Sami Zayn, we had a rivalry with them. Sami Zayn, Kevin Owens, rivalries, bitter friends, enemies. Now they're friends again. Now they're brothers. Now they're this. No. I've seen people do this all the time. And this is the point. This is what I mean. How is the independent scene taking care of their champions, taking care of their stars, taking care of their money, taking care of their pay-per-views, taking care of every bit of the WWE should be taking? Oh, wait a minute. You know why Cody Rhodes is successful? Because he left the WWE making him do a dumb gimmick like his brother. They don't need to be in the WWE. What do they need to be in the WWE for? Why? Because they're not going to give them an NXT title run. So Kenny can come in a year later, knowing that everything has changed. Knowing that even if he wins the WWE and does half the crap they do in the Indies, they wouldn't even be making the money. But yet, Cody is still making more money on All Elite Wrestling without even breaking a sweat. And here's the thing. Then they're going to get a TV deal. That means they're going to make more money off of the WWE's little skip, meaning that they might be in the USA. So if Raw loses to All Elite Wrestling, where is everybody going to end up going? Jay Lethal, which I even thought at one point, Black Machismo, I actually thought the guy could actually be on WWE because I thought maybe if they can use him, maybe they can get that started. Maybe, Elijah Burke, the guy who was in ECW in 2009, left, went to Impact Wrestling, comes back, they signed him. Color commenter. See, that's what's happening with Raw. So the guys you get rid of, i.e., all wrestlers, Elijah Burke, the Pope, now the Pope, and I knew I've seen him somewhere, and I couldn't remember where, and I couldn't remember when I watched Impact for the first time. And like I said, I'm using everything, guys. I'm just making this a long video, but like I said, I'm giving everything that in my mind of everything with Raw is going with. See, everything they're trying to do is what WCW was doing in the Monday Night War. What they just did. They made another title, they make another brand, they put another thing together, they give everybody a title, but they don't have any talent to go. Meaning they're gonna have to spend another $250,000 to get a guy. See, so Trevor Lee mysteriously is going to be in the WWE, but don't know when. He might be in NXT. They're floating around that idea. See, and this is what I hate. Right, and I'm gonna take a phrase from Steve. I'm gonna take a phrase from Stephen Lawson. See, WWE creative they're a bunch of bullshitters. They're a bunch of jackasses playing with stories and trying to make them feel real. See, this is the point I'm talking about. They don't need they don't need I'm saying NXT, like I said, Raw is systematically destroyed everything. And they have systematically took an idea and they're literally just messing it down. And this is what I mean. See, why is it that every Monday, every week, every month we're not getting see Velveteen Dream's gonna end up going, and I know where he's gonna go, guys, and I mean this like he's gonna go to SmackDown. He's gonna be a bigger star on SmackDown than he will be on Raw. And that's the problem. They don't know how to sign a guy. That's the thing. This is the the kip. This is the mash they're trying to serve us, and this is the idea, right? I'm telling you, they have systematically done everything possible to make us believe that Raw is the superior brand. It's not. I can tell you hands down, it's a D. You know why? Because guys, listen, I'm gonna tell you guys this one thing before I take a small break and do a little intermission. They have done everything possible they could do with Raw, and I'm sorry, guys, but I think it's a waste of time. I think remotely, they have not even tried a bit. They have not even broken a sweat. They have not even tried to run the gauntlet. And this is what I mean. You have guys that are immensely talented in their own right. Immensely talented, immensely better looking. They've did wrestling 10 or 15 years now. And this is what I mean. If everybody wants to take a bet on their careers, then fine. Why do you got Dean running around like an idiot? Why do you got him? Why do you have him with no storyline, no rivalry with anybody but Seth? No Finn, no Bobby, no Leo, no EC3, no nothing. Now they're gonna put that EC3 like the rivalry's gonna die out in a month. In 2 days, the rivalry would be dead. Because there's no idea. I'm gonna pose a question, right, guys? I'm gonna pose a question, right? That's what I'm saying. Where do we go from here after Elimination Chamber? Where do we go? Because I see Raw doing this, and you know what I like to call Raw? Raw is doing what I like to call They're done. They're panicking without Roman. They're panicking. They have no idea what all these call ups. Triple H is losing his mind, and Vince is just saying, "Listen, I'm gonna work on XFL, and I'm gonna work with them. I'm gonna see what I really want to see what all Elite Wrestling is gonna do. If they get that TV, they better be on Fox. Fox better let them get away with everything they want to get away with. Or, better yet, go on USA and take Raw off the air. Because you know what? Raw really needs a reality check. Because they're not even remotely getting ready to do it. Why do you think Chris Jericho didn't come back after he got injured? Why do you think he didn't come back? You lost the biggest star to the industry. You lose him. You lose Chris Jericho. The guy who basically made freaking undisputed title reigns a reality. Now, okay, so they're gonna play along as, Chris wasn't that, he couldn't do it anymore. No, see, without Chris Jericho, there is no scent, there is no identity in there. The guy went from WCW, then went to WCW, came back, and went to WWE and became the first larger-than-life icon to have both undisputed titles. Nobody has undisputed titles anymore. Nobody has it. This is what I mean. How is Braun not doing that? We have a Universal title and a World Heavyweight title. Dual title undisputed unification never happens. From one brand. It never does. Because I wouldn't be surprised if Seth went to SmackDown and said, listen, I have the Raw, and I'm gonna bring the Raw tag team. I'm gonna bring the Universal title and the WWE title to SmackDown. Like I said, there is no idea what they're doing. There is no sense in the idea. Because here's the joke I kept bringing in, right? Like I said, there's not enough Raw. There's not enough people to do it. And I mean this. Like I said, guys, thank you for listening to all this. Like I said, all my viewers, thank you for the views. Thank you for all the support and love. Listen, I need people to subscribe to this. I know you guys are doing the views. I know you guys are listening. I know you guys are looking at it. But please, I really want to do the t-shirts. I really want to make t-shirts so I can sell them to you guys. Listen, if we could, hit that like button, subscribe to my channel if you love All In Wrestling. Peace.